Another Brick fan with a BrickHead review. This is Budgie and Chick. This is set 40443, was released in March 2021, has 261 pieces. These are BrickHeadz number 124 and 125, as you can see here on the box, and it's another in the pets sub-theme of BrickHeadz. I hadn't heard of a Budgie before. It turns out this is a parakeet, which I was much more familiar with. And these are fairly common household birds, or birds that are kept as pets because they are pretty easy to care for, from my understanding. This is a very detailed set, especially the adult parakeet or Budgie. And let's go ahead and get it built so we can take a look at the BrickHeadz. Like most of the sets in this pets line, we have an adult and a child or baby, and this is no exception. So here we have the adult, which is a very nicely done BrickHead, lots of detailing. As you saw in the speed build, there's a lot of these small quarter round pieces. We'll get to that on the sides that allow some of the other colors below to show through. So a very colorful bird with the blue here above the beak, and then the beak. And then this nice green, the yellow, very nice color scheme. The chick is not nearly as colorful as the adult, but it still looks really good. And also with these pet-themed BrickHeadz, we get a nice stand which holds both of them. In this case, there's this kind of railing around the outside, and then there is a decoration in the front. So this has some feathers on it. And there is an alternate, which shows these little feet or footprints. So pretty common again for the pets theme. Moving around these, you see they are both on these nice stands, which look like wooden stands, and they are using these little log pieces, the printed log piece here on the side. I thought it was pretty clever how they did the chick's wings with this angled slope and then a regular slope here in the different colors, and then the black kind of claw or feather type piece. And then they're also using a black tooth piece back here to indicate a tail feather. The chick is mostly yellow and white. You can see some of that detailing I was describing with the quarter rounds. We'll take a closer look at the adult bird here in a couple of minutes. Here's the backs, of course, with that same kind of different colors feathers. I like how they built this up. Once you can also see that really cool detailing with these quarter rounds, and then you could see the yellow showing through, which I think makes for a really nice effect. Using a couple different greens here and these blue tail feathers on the very end. Turned out quite nicely. Like I said in the opening, a very colorful bird. Here's a better look at how the side is built up with those quarter rounds. Here's the wing detail. You see there's a black slope that's 3 studs and then a 4 stud slope down below to create that wing that are folded up against his body. They use a 1x2 with a rail in the front here as the feet of the adult bird. So let's take a closer look at the individual birds. Here is the chick with these great big eyes. There's this peak here used for the beak. The beak is done with this orange peak piece, so it's sloped on both sides. Lots of tiles here to create the shaping around the head of the bird. I already pointed out this nice wing detail done here. A couple of these slopes in the back here to indicate some tail feathers, and then, like I said, the little tooth piece here to represent that little tip of the tail for the smaller chick. And then they use these 1x3 jumper plates to center the feet on the base of the chick. So this is a 3x3 square, at least on the bottom here, whereas BrickHeadz, the larger size BrickHeadz, are 4x4. Looking at the adult bird, I pointed out the good color usage here with the light blue up here, the yellow beak, the lighter yellow kind of face here. The chest of the bird is done in this green, kind of a bright green, not the spring green, which is, more lime-like to me, but good color choice. Then we have the standard green down here on his legs. I've already pointed this out, but I really do like the detailing that is done with all these quarter rounds because it shows the background behind it. So you see the black quarter rounds are on that light yellow background, and the light yellow quarter rounds are on a black background. Some more of that green feathering here. The wing, of course. I thought the tail was cleverly done with this pale yellow, blue, and green. And then this back is just textured really nicely as well. So there are our 2 birds that come with this set. I think they turned out really nicely, and I do like the way they're displayed. This dark brown is done very well as a wooden perch for the birds, and then the use of the printed log tiles there on the ends is a nice touch. Hope you've enjoyed my thoughts on this BrickHeadz set. I'm going to get started on my next video. And until then, happy building. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to my channel. I've left a link to my BrickHeadz review playlist up here on the screen.